Contentious, heavy congestion at land checkpoints between Singapore and Malaysia has prompted many media queries to the authorities in Singapore. The Immigration and Checkpoints Authority says that there are inaccuracies in comments by Malaysians, that the fault over long weekends or holiday periods lies with Singapore. It cited a recent example. ICA says that during the long weekend from the 31st of August to the 4th of September, there was severe traffic tailback that stretched from both of Malaysia's land checkpoints back to Singapore's. On the 1st of September at the causeway, the tailback of cars from Malaysia began at 9 a.m. and only subsided at 11:30 p.m. At the second link, it began at 1 p.m. and eased at 7 p.m. ICA adds that cars couldn't clear Malaysia's checkpoints fast enough, affecting the waiting time and clearance on the Singapore side. But it also acknowledges on some days congestion is heavier on Singapore's side. ICA says that on social media, travellers have commented about the faster clearance on the Malaysian side, observing that this is due to different level of checks as the Malaysian authorities conduct fewer than ICA. Singapore's Checkpoints Authority has emphasised that it needs to strike a balance between keeping the country's borders secure and facilitating movements. There are also additional measures in place to ease congestion. Sherlyn Sia walks us through some of them.
It's Friday evening here at the Woodlands checkpoint, and to no surprise, there's already traffic congestion as we enter the weekend. Now, where I'm standing is where cars on Singapore's side would have already cleared the checkpoints, and there's already traffic tailback happening as we speak. And that's where cars are slowly moving forward because of delays from the Malaysian side. Drivers say it's a situation they are used to.
As usual, everybody wants to go in, and a lot of cars going in from here, you see. So maybe because of that, we are jammed up. But other than that, we are always good, safe and clear.
But every time see the traffic jam, same. Sometimes 3 hours, 4 hours. The 1st September, 5 hours.
最少1个小时啊，1个小时。
In situations like these where cars remain stationary for long periods, that's when ICA converts counters meant for cars to let more motorbikes through. And whenever possible, cargo zones are switched to clear cars. Now, starting early next year, people travelling by car will be able to scan a single QR code to clear all travellers in the car at one go. And ICA hopes that will be able to speed up the immigration process much faster compared to the current method of the manual scanning of passports. For those travelling by bus or the rare few on foot, automated lanes mean it is now a much faster journey. The Woodlands checkpoint is able to clear up to 8,500 people using such lanes in an hour, compared to 6,000 before the pandemic. ICA worked with the Land Transport Authority to have more bus services. It also engaged bus operators in Malaysia to introduce digital payment services so people can board faster. ICA says it will continue to study ways to enhance travellers' experience and smoothen movement, but it will not compromise security for speed. It will also work closely with its Malaysian counterparts to improve traffic conditions.